Welcome, class. My name for today is Mr. Lyons. Welcome. Today, we'll be learning about factoring. Let's start with an easy one.
Check my box.
The problem for today will be as follows. As you can see, I have clearly wrote x squared plus 4x plus 4. I will write it a little neater for all the audience to see.
These two are corresponding, right?
The first step is to make this x thing that we've learned in school. We look at these equations and we can split it into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. This part is part A, where you have squared. This is part B, where you just have a little x right there, that little guy. And this part is part C. Just a little number there. So now you can see. There are 4 quadrants in this x. In the top quadrant, we have A times C. In the bottom quadrant, we have B. Now, there will be 2 other numbers we will use in this, and this will be our end product for factoring. D and E. D will go here, in the left quadrant. E will find its way over here, in the right quadrant. Our end product will be x plus D and x plus E. Now, to get these, we have some equations for you. For A times C, let's do some math. A, you may see x squared. There's no numbers there except for this guy, and we're not going to use that guy. But you only have one x squared right here. So, 1. So A is 1 times C, 4. So what's the answer to 1 times 4? I'll give you a few seconds to figure it out. It's 4. So, A times C, 4. Next step is to figure out B. Now B is 4x. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 x's in this problem. So B equals, I'll give you a few seconds to figure it out. It's 4. Once again. Now, to find D and E, this is where things get tricky. D times E equals the top one, or A times C. D plus E, meanwhile, equals A. Sorry, my bad. Equals B. So, D times E equals 4, and D plus E equals 4. Now, There are many ways to go about doing this, but let's try all the possible solutions for this problem, where d times e equals 4. D times e equals 4. That could be 1 times 4 equals 4. Negative 1 times negative 4 equals 4. I get tricky sometimes. 2 times 2 equals 4. And the fourth one is negative 2 times negative 2 equals. That's right, 4. Now, you have these 4 options. Now, we must decide which of these 4, 1 and 4, negative 1, negative 4, 2 and 2, or negative 2 and negative 2, equals 4 when you add them together. Let's do the math. 1 plus 4 equals, shout it out, kids. That's right, 5. Negative 1 plus negative 4 equals, shout it out, kids. That's right, negative 5. 2 plus 2 equals, shout it out, kids.
11.
Wrong. It's 4. Let's make sure that this one doesn't work before we proceed with this. Negative 2 plus negative 2 equals, sorry kids, negative 4. But we're left with 2 and 2. So, up here, D equals 2, and E equals 2. Let it be known that D and E are interchangeable. So, D could be 2, or it could be E's value, 2. Same goes for E. It could be 2, D's value, or itself, 2. Now, to factor, we have x plus D and x plus E. So we simply plug in the numbers. And we're left with x plus 2 and x plus 2. And that is our answer. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Brought together by destiny. People said it'd never work. But somehow, 1 plus 1 equals 3. The Texican Whopper, the taste of Texas with a little spicy Mexican. To understand it, you must try it.
Of course, we're never done. X plus 2 and x plus 2 could also be considered x plus 2 squared. Now, for a more difficult problem. Alright. Let's move up. Psych. 1 minus 2x. 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared plus 4x squared to the 4th power. See, just a bit of a step up, not too hard. And the answer, obviously, would be x minus 1 to the 4th power. Well, it was a good day, kids. I'll be off then. I'm glad you've now got basic knowledge on how to factor.